education to medical students, but also the campus hosts nature as its closest companion with lush green spaces to satisfy the diverse student needs. We are now in the 25 years since inception, hence this is the year of Silver Jubilee celebrations and numerous events are lined up to celebrate in a meaningful way.
We provide comprehensive quality education with state-of-the-art learning facilities in Yenepoya Medical College Hospital, which is a NABL and NABH accredited 1,268 bedded hospital, providing rich learning experiences and quality patient care through all broad specialty and super specialty services. Institute of Oncology, supported by Tata Trust, offering comprehensive cancer care and serving the needy population of the society, has been established and is running well. Today, we have all gathered here to be a part of the 19th graduation day proceedings, a beautiful and satisfying culmination of a person's journey from being a student to a graduate, thus marking a new beginning as healthcare professionals.
It is said that function of prayer is not to influence God, but rather to influence the nature of all who listen. I would now like to call Mr. Muhammad Ibad from the graduating batch to recite the prayer.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ولتكن منكم أمة يدعون إلى الخير ويأمرون بالمعروف وينهون عن المنكر وأولئك هم المفلحون. ولا تكونوا كالذين تفرقوا واختلفوا من بعد ما جاءهم البينات وأولئك لهم عذاب عظيم. يوم تبيض وجوه وتسود وجوه فأما الذين اسودت وجوههم أكفرتم بعد إيمانكم فذوقوا العذاب بما كنتم تكفرون. وأما الذين ابيضت وجوههم ففي رحمة الله هم فيها خالدون. تلك آيات الله نتلوها عليك بالحق وما الله يريد ظلما للعالمين. And let there be from you a nation inviting to good, enjoining what is right and forbidding what is wrong, and those will be the successful. And do not be like the ones who became divided and differed after the clear proofs had come to them, and those will have a great punishment. On the day, some faces will turn white and some faces will turn black. As for those whose faces turn black, to them it will be said, did you disbelieve after your belief? Then taste the punishment for what you used to reject. But as for those whose faces will turn white, they will be within the mercy of Allah. They will abide therein eternally. These are the verses of Allah. We recite them to you in truth. And Allah wants no injustice to the words. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Muhammad Ibad. Now, I request Dr. Umar Kulkarni, Professor, Department of ophthalmology to welcome the eminent dignitaries on the dais and all the august gathering here.
Who have gathered here. We know that graduation day is a day when the little toddler doctor begins to walk responsibly and independently, making this day one of the most memorable milestones of the life of any doctor. From their cocoons, the caterpillars are slowly begin to grow, and now they are little butterflies which are ready to fly. Graduation day is therefore just not another day, but a testimony of the 5 years long process of transformation. I feel honored to welcome one and all to the 19th graduation day of Yenepoya Medical College, Yenepoya deemed to be University, Mangaluru. This day is also of a special significance since Yenepoya Medical College is celebrating 25 glorious years of its existence and growth. A landmark year and today a landmark day. And on this golden occasion, I proudly welcome the chief guest for today, Dr. P. Chandra Mohan, former Vice Chancellor of Kannur University and also former Vice Chancellor of our own, Yenepoya deemed to be University. A surgeon, a soft-spoken leader and a great visionary. Dear sir, please accept a warm welcome. For today, Dr. Ganesh Pai, who is a Millennium President of the Indian Association of Dermatologists, a born leader and a radiant personality. On behalf of YMC, I extend a hearty welcome to you, sir. I also extend a hearty welcome to Dr. Abbakka, who is Associate Dean Administration of Yenepoya Medical College. Welcome Dr. Habib Rahman, Medical Superintendent, Yenepoya Medical College Hospital. Dr. Gangadhar Somayaji, Registrar, Yenepoya, Colonel Pankaj Akshan, Mrs. Obeda, and all the university officials who have gathered here to grace this occasion. Witness the delightful moment of the graduating ceremony of their little loved ones. And lastly but not least, welcome to all the graduates and congratulations on your grand success. This is a new episode of life. Remember, your dreams will never fly. Dreams will never see the light unless you wake up from sleep. And kind. And your touch surely will be there to heal happy. Once again, my hearty congratulations to you and your families and all the very best for you. You have a dream that you will make us proud.
Thank you, Uma Madam, for that very elaborate and warm welcome. Sharif, Professor, Department of Pathology, to introduce the chief guest and the guest of honor.
As officials, faculty of the Yenepoya Medical College, it's my proud privilege to introduce the chief guest, Dr. P. Chandra Mohan sir. He is a star. In his illustrious career spanning decades, he has held high academic and administrative posts. He was the former Director of Medical Education, Government of Kerala. He was instrumental in taking our university to newer heights in his tenure. As Vice Chancellor at Yenepoya, we had the pleasure of experiencing his wise and nurturing personality during his time in our campus. He has also rendered services as Medical Superintendent, Vice Principal, Principal and Dean Emeritus of Sri Gokulam Medical College, Trivandrum. Highly valuable publications even during his busy administrative roles. His contribution to academia in higher education. He started several new PG programs, built rural campuses and introduced choice 2003, Guru Nitya Chaitanya Yati Award 2004, Jeevan Raksha Puraskar Award 2004, Vaidya Ratnam Award 2004, Hridaya Puraskar by Rheumatic Heart Club Kerala 2011 and Samskara Best Doctor Award 2011. We are extremely fortunate and delighted to have him as the chief guest for today's ceremony. We have the privilege of having Dr. Ganesh S. Pai as the guest of honor. He is a renowned consultant dermatologist with over 40 years of experience in the field of dermatology and cosmetic care. He is the medical director of Derma Care, a state-of-art skin and cosmetology center, which is one of the largest integrated laser centers in India. He has held high positions as an administrator, serving for more than 3 decades as director and professor at Kasturba Medical College and K.S. Hegde Medical College, Mangalore. He was at the helm of the Indian Association of Dermatologists as national president in the year 2000. He has garnered many awards and recognition for his outstanding contribution. He received the prestigious Professor K.C. Kandhari Lifetime Achievement Award, the highest honor bestowed on Indian dermatologist at Coimbatore on 21st January 2016. He received the prestigious Lifetime Achievement Award in 2018 by Michelle Gold at New Delhi. He also received Lifetime Achievement Award from SARC AAD at Hyderabad in 2022 and Professor Amarkant Jha Oration at Varanasi in December 2022. He is fellow of prestigious societies such as American Academy of Dermatology and European Academy of Dermatology Venerology. He is also a member of Dermatologic Aesthetic Surgery International League. He is the author of textbook entitled Complications in Cosmetic Dermatology, Crafting Cures. He has also penned down No Moorings, a book about the life of an Indian doctor abroad and the accidental dermatologist, which chronicles his life and career. He has a unique distinction of being a humor columnist and philanthropist. We are fortunate to have him as today's guest of honor. Thank you very much.
I request Yenepoya Medical College to present a sapling to the chief guest and guest of honor. Now to present the graduates, I request Dr. Abbakka, Associate Dean, Administration, Yenepoya Medical College to do the honors. Parents, kindly note.
Abhishek Nambiar, Adarsh Aibar, Adila Rashid, Adnan Zakir, Aditya Binu Chichulaka, Afraf Kunchibettu, Afsal Manuja, Ahmad Ibrahim,
Ibrahim.
Aishwarya Balgopal,
आकाश हरी, अखिल कृष्णा, अलीना सुनी, अलका फातिमा, अलशा सलीम, अमल शमीर, आनंद राज, आनंद जगन्नाथ, अनंत रमन, एंड्रिया फियोना, अंजना पीके, अंकित नायक, एंड ब्रिजिट, अनुष शाहजन, अनुजा शरीफ, अनुपमा राज, आशिया लतीफ, एशली के रश्मि, Ashna Joy, Asif Moin, Asif Moin, Asla Kota Pilakul, Atul Chapo, Aishat Akshifa, Chaitra MS, Jitira Narayan Pillai, Anushi. David Fernandez. Kiran Siddiq. Nadia Rashid, clerical. Mansingh Anand. Fatima Abdul Majid. Fatima Amna. Fatima KK. Fatima Rana. Fatima Rasina Mohammad Kabir. Fatima Saifuddin. Ladrin George Pius. Grishma Gopal. Habibullah Hassan. Adia Sultana. Arun Khan. Arshini Singh. Iba KB Inatullah. Irfana Nizam. Joe George. KP Fatima Marufa. Kirtana MK. Khadija Mafaza. Krishnendu K. मोहम्मद शाहनवाज, आलिया जेम्स, मरियम यम, आविया पठान, मजहर सलीम चंदोर, मीनू मुशाफिज, मोहम्मद मुजिम एमपी, मोहम्मद अफसर, मोहम्मद अनास, मोहम्मद मुस्तफा, मोहम्मद निहाल,
Thank you, Abhay sir, for doing the honors. Now, to present the graduates, I request Dr. Habib Rahman, Medical Superintendent, Yenepoya Medical College Hospital, to do the honors.
मोहम्मद शबीब सिंह, मोहसिन अकीस, मोहम्मद रईस भी, इनेस नाइशमत, इन मोहम्मद लाजिम, नदा बैजू, नाफिया, मीनू बशीर, नेहा परवीन फारूक शेख, निहाल अहमद यमीन, ಪೂಜಾ ಶ್ರೀ, पुनीत कुमार एम चव्हाण, रहीमा नजीर, रजत के, ऋषभ जवाहर, रेहान शाफिर पूर्व कड़वे, ऋतुपर्णा ये SM section, S Ajmi, S Mohammad Ibad, Sachin Xavier, Sai Anantalakshmi, Saimuddin, Samiksha Vikya, Saranga Vinod Kumar, Sangeeta Vikya, Saranga Vinod Kumar, Shahrukh Hamid, Shahanshah Shaji, Shakira P, Shahnaz Nair, Shamaz Sikhe, Sharifa Nazar, Shasna Sharif, Surat Govinathan MP, Sriraksha Sri Sheikh, Sunita MP, Sunyata Parveen PP, Surya IS, Sayyida Asma Sadaf, Tasrifa Jibril, Uddesha Agarwal, Varun Krishna Kumar, Zahra Muhammad, Zoya Naz, Ashish Dilawar, Vipin M. Saimathi, Adil Munawwar, Muhammad Afsar Yam, Fahim Ashraf,
Student of 2017 batch who will be presented with gold medals. I request Dr. Poonam Nayak, Professor and Head, Department of Community Medicine, who was the chairperson of this committee, to announce the topper and the best outgoing graduate.
Very good evening to one and all. Principal Yenepoya Medical College constituted a 5-member committee for selecting the student to be awarded with gold medal in each subject and the best outgoing student for the 2017-18 batch. This committee comprised of faculty members from first year to final year. The academic topper in each subject is selected for gold medal for the respective subject, and the student scoring the highest marks throughout the course is selected as the best outgoing student for the 2017-18 batch. It gives me immense pleasure to present those receiving the gold medal in each subject and the best outgoing student. May I now request Chief Guest Dr. P. Chandramohan, former Honorable Vice Chancellor Kannur and Yenepoya Deemed to be University, to present the gold medals. We begin with the first MBBS subjects. Anatomy, Dr. Andrea Fiona Medina.
Pathology, Dr. Andrea Fiona Mutina. Dr. Sri Raksha C. Sheikh and Dr. Vidya HR. Third MBBS Part 2, General Medicine, Dr. Sri Raksha C. Sheikh. General Surgery, Dr. Yogita Mohan Naik. Dr. Saimuddin. Pediatrics, Dr. Neha Parveen Farooq Sheikh. Thank you, sirs. May I now request all dignitaries on the dais to award the best outgoing student, Dr. Neha Parveen Farooq Sheikh, the best outgoing student for 2017-18 batch.
Professor Chandramohan sir, Honorable ex-Vice Chancellor of our university, Professor Dr. Ganesh Bhai, Professor of Dermatology, Professor Dr. Musaba, Professor Dr. Habib, and Professor Dr. Habib. A very good evening to all of you. So with your consent, I will administer the report of recruitment goal to the students. Thank you, sir. 2017 batch, good evening all of you. Kindly stand up for the Hippocratic Oath. The rest of the crowd kindly maintain silence. Dear students, make your own prayer of all faith, what we usually do beginning of the day. Oath. I solemnly pledge myself to consecrate my life to the service of humanity. Even under threat, I will not use my professional knowledge contrary to the laws of humanity. I will maintain utmost respect for human life from the time of conception. I will not permit consideration of religion, nationality, race, party politics, or social standings to intervene between my duty and my patient. With conscience and dignity, the health of my patient will be my first consideration. I will respect the secrets which are confided in me, the respect and the gratitude which is their due.
I would consider this as a Guru Darshana from Dr. Musa. Memory is fresh in my mind. We were together in the Calicut Medical College. Even at that time, he was known, Dr. Musa was known for his sincerity, commitment, and humility. So once again, I make thank everyone in the organizing committee, especially Dr. Musa. First MBBS, second MBBS, final MBBS, part 1, part 2, like that. And I must also congratulate their parents. The graduates, you must always remember that your parents, they have made a lot of sacrifices to take you to your present situation. And the parents, it's a day of satisfaction. Your dream is getting realized today. Your son has already, with the oath taking, they have already become medical graduates. Now, you must be equally grateful to your teachers. I don't see many there, but I can see a galaxy here in front of luminant faculty, medical teachers who have actually molded you in different ways. They have actually worked on the different domains of your personality. When a student, whether he joins medical education, technical education, general education or some other education, what the teacher has to do is to work on some of the domains of the student's personality. Number one is the cognitive domain or the intellectual domain. From the point of view of medical education, there is a consensus that we don't need the best in it. We only need the average or just below, just above average. That's all we need. But the most important aspect of your personality to be developed is the affective domain or the emotional domain. A doctor after medical education should be emotionally mature enough to face any situation in the medical profession. As you all know, now the medical profession is at crossroads. So you have to be trained to face any situation in your professional life. So that aspect, your emotional domain, they have been working on your emotional domain as well. And the second and third aspect is your psychomotor domain. Your UNESCO, United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, a very important wing of the United Nations. They had actually defined the objectives of education. Education is learning to learn. The first thing that we do in education is we are learning to learn our course content. And the second thing is learning to do. The first aspect is acquiring knowledge. The second aspect is acquiring skill. And the third aspect is learning to be. Learning to be a complete personality. You know, Swami Vivekananda, he defined education as a process of exposing or exposition of perfection in a student. He believed that there is a perfection in each student. What the teacher has to do is to identify that perfection. That may be differing from one person to another. But as a teacher, it is our responsibility to identify the dominant talent, aptitude in a particular student. That should be developed to perfection. So that is one of the purposes of education. So your teachers have been working on your cognitive domain, on your psychomotor domain, on your affective domain, and the fourth one, which our educational system has not been concentrating so far, is your creative domain. A student during his education, after education, during his post-graduation, during his doctoral course, postdoctoral course, what you have to do is you have to strengthen your creative domain, which is there only in human beings. So that also you have to develop. You have to respect your teachers. This is a time when you must be grateful to your teachers as well. Now that you have become medical graduates, so with the taking of oath, with receiving the certificates, you have now become graduates. And when you become a graduate, World Health Organization has laid down certain qualities to be there in a medical graduate. And the Medical Council of India and now the National Medical Commission has also accepted these qualities to be there in the Indian medical graduate. That is the terminology that the National Medical Commission now uses. When a person completes his graduation, completes his internship or house agency, then he is called an Indian medical graduate with potentials to work anywhere in the world. So what are those qualities? Previously we used to call a doctor with all those qualities as a 5-star doctor. What are these 5 stars stand for? The first one, after this graduation, you are not going to be a specialist. But you have to be competent to work as a doctor at the primary level, a physician of first contact. You must be able to provide the patients, you must be able to give promotive, the different levels of healthcare delivery. Healthcare delivery starts from health promotion, then prevention, then curative treatment, then palliation, rehabilitation, and holistic treatment. All these things a medical graduate, a Indian medical graduate of first contact must be able to give effectively with compassion. With compassion, I told you the affective domain. This compassion, if you want to understand, then I have to become a little more philosophical. To know the truth, the Holy Bible says, to know the truth, you must look into yourself. When you look into yourself, you see your body. You look others, they also. Then you look more carefully, meticulously, you see there are differences. Some people are dark in complexion, some others are fairer in complexion, some people are tall, some people are short, some people are fatty, bulky, some people are lean. So no, you look, there is a diversity. Same time you look at the animal kingdom, the birds, you look at the plant kingdom, everywhere you see a diversity. But our philosophy, our scriptures, all scriptures believe in unity. Unity in diversity. So what is this diversity you have all seen? You look into your body. First I told you, you see your body. You further look into your body. You see the different organ systems. A diversity of organ systems. You have a cardiovascular system. You have a central nervous system. You have a musculoskeletal system. You have a genitourinary system. So many organ systems in your body. A diversity of organ systems. You look at a single organ system. Take for example the gastrointestinal system. Starts from the mouth, esophagus, stomach, duodenum, small intestine, large intestine, and then liver, pancreas. A diversity of organs constitute an organ system. Take an organ, you see different types of tissues there. Epithelial tissue, connective tissue, vascular tissue. So many types of tissues there. A tissue, consists of cells. Cells, molecules, different types of molecules, diversity of molecules. Molecules, are made up of atoms. And look at the atom, you see, at the center you have the proton and things like that. And at the periphery you see the electrons revolving around the nucleus, like the planets around the solar system, in the solar system. So diversity you can see everywhere. In other words, diversity is a reality and it is the beauty of this universe. Everywhere you can see this. But I told you atom. Atom, I told you the subatomic particles. Ultimately, when it bursts, what is left behind is only energy. Only energy. So that is the unity in diversity. And in Bhagavad Gita, Satyam Mam Sarva Purana Vidhi Bharata Sanatanam Buddhir Buddhirmadasmi Tejas Tejomaya Maham Satyam Mam Sarva Purana. See, in Hindu philosophy, it is believed that the entire physical world is made up of 5 things. Satyam Mam Sarva Purana. But when you analyze further, you will see that truth is my presence in everything. So this unity is the presence of divinity in every physical thing. So there is a unity in diversity. And this unity is there in every human being. The only thing is the nature of that unity, of that divine thing is different in each individual. The truth that is present in our Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi, is not the truth that is present in Yeshudas. The truth that is present in Yeshudas is not the truth that is present in is not the truth that is present in Raja Ravi Verma. So the nature of truth in every individual differs from one another. When you take the volume of this truth, it has been found that it is the same, though the nature is different, the volume of talent in each individual is the same. You all know the Human Genome Project, which was started in 1993 and completed in 2003, came out with a report that the total genetically determined qualities of a human being, whether he is born in America, whether he is born in Africa, whether he is born in India, whether he is born in Malaysia, is the same. Whether he is American, whether he is a European, whether he is an Indian, whether he is a Mongolian, is immaterial. If he is a human being, the total volume of genetically determined capabilities is the same. What is required is to identify that prominent, dominant capability in each student and then give the environment for that ability to develop to the pinnacle of it. And when it reaches its pinnacle, then he will be able to give you the contributions. Contributions not only to him, to his family, to his community, to his country, to the humanity at large. So that is what the teachers have done for you. So you must always honor them. Similarly, you must always remember your parents as long as you are alive, as long as they are alive, and you must look after them. So that is the message I have to give you on this moment. Now I told you as a doctor, the first thing is to function as a clinician at the primary level. Now the second thing, so first thing to be a clinician. Second thing, you should develop some leadership qualities. As a doctor at the primary level, you will be working in the peripheral centers if you are in the government sector. Even otherwise, if you don't go for post-graduation, you will be working in small hospitals. So when you are working there, your primary responsibility will be to look after the patient at the primary level. So you have to be a leader. So suppose there is a pandemic or an epidemic. Now there is a dengue epidemic in Kerala. So when there is such a situation of epidemic, pandemic, flood situation, natural calamities, in all these occasions, teams will be constituted. And it is the responsibility of the medical graduates and the junior doctors to take the leadership. You must be the leader of such a team constituted. Similarly, if you are not the leader, at least you must be able to function as a member of a team. So team spirit, leadership quality, these are two qualities which you must imbibe and develop. And the third thing is you have already studied about at home. At home means attitude, ethics and communication skills. You should have the right attitude, an attitude of empathy and responsiveness to the sufferings of the patient. That must become an integral part of your personality. So you must have the at home attitude, ethics and communication skills. You must be able to communicate freely. What is communication? The important part of communication is listening. You should have the patience to listen to the patients and their relatives. And generally you must also be able to express your views to the patients and their relatives. So the communication skill is another thing. So attitude, ethics and communication. These are the three other things that you should imbibe, and you should be a lifelong learner. You know, we are living, when you look at the history of human civilization, you can divide it into different phases. The first phase of agrarian civilization, when agriculture was the main source of living for the people. The second phase of industry-based civilization, when industry became the main source for the people to live. We are today living in the phase of knowledge revolution, knowledge explosion. And today things are, the concepts are changing, the techniques are changing, everything is changing on a day-to-day basis. See, previously We used to depend on journals to update our knowledge and skills. But now whatever is coming in the journal is already obsolete. So you must be able to take part in the continuing medical education programs conducted by various academic organizations. When you go out of this institution, you must always bear in mind this. Wherever there is a continuing medical education program, you must go there and attend those programs to update your knowledge and skill. So that is the last thing that I have to stress on this particular occasion. Now, what is your next choice? Whether to join the medical profession or to go for post-graduation. If you ask me my opinion, I will say, in this era of knowledge explosion, I told you, the best choice for you is to go for post-graduation. And to go for post-graduation, you can try more than once. And if you are not able to get an admission to any of the postgraduate courses of your choice, then of course you can enter into the profession. And if you are going to enter into the profession, then you must update your knowledge and skills. As I told you already, you must be attending the continuing educational programs and workshops and update your knowledge and skills. So with these words, before I conclude, let me pray to God Almighty to shower His choicest blessings on every one of you. May God bless you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring and energizing words, which I am sure will make our graduates able, capable, and strive towards excellence in their field of choice. Your exposition of unity in diversity, attributes of an ideal medical graduate, I am sure will be guiding our new graduates' professional path. Thank you once again, sir. Now, I request Dr. Ganesh S. Pai, an illuminary of medical profession, past National President of Indian Association of Dermatologists, Venereologists and Leprologists, guest of honor of today's function, to address the gathering.
Year 1977, nobody wanted dermatology, nobody wanted radiology, nobody wanted orthopedics. Orthopedics was in its infancy. People didn't know what it was because general surgeons were doing surgery, orthopedic surgery. Radiologists were known as photographers, wet film, dry film. And dermatologists, they said, oh, you took dermatology. What is there in dermatology? If it's a wet lesion, you dry it. If it's a dry lesion, you wet it. You have an antifungal and a steroid. What else do you have? This was the situation. So what happened? Students with good marks took pediatrics, medicine or gynecology because they had good marks, not because they were interested in the subject. You should have taken what you wanted. I wanted dermatology and I actually flipped. This is why I tell people, don't think too far into the future. 3 to 5 years is all you need to think into the future because things change so dramatically. So I wanted to do general medicine, but in the final year I was interested in dermatology and that's what I took. And people wondered why I took it. Now people say, oh, you are so futuristic. You knew that dermatology was going to be big. Not true at all. I like dermatology. So please take the subject of your choice today, not because of the scope it offers today, because 10 years down the line, you see what happened in my time. 10, 15 years down the line, nobody wanted medicine or surgery because you had to do super specialization, DM and MCH. And nobody wanted gynec because people wanted to sleep well at night. And so what happened? Radiology became high-tech field, dermatology became a high-tech field with equipment and lasers, and orthopedics took great shape with cold orthopedics and traumatic orthopedics. So remember that success is never owned. You never own success. The rent for your success is due every day. Every day of your work, every day in your hospital, every day in your clinic. That is what you need to make sure that you own the success. You cannot rest on your oars and own success. You have to work for it every day. And I will tell you why I am so proud of what I have done, because today dermatology is such a vibrant line. And here we have Mr. Manjunath, one of the best dermatologists in the country now, who is serving as professor and head at this institution. A live wire with so much knowledge. We have, and I'm especially glad that Dr. Sajna Muhammad, one of my oldest students who is now practicing in Kuwait, is here today because her son Adil Munawar has graduated today. So it's a wonderful occasion to be here. Right. So what else do I want to tell you? Work within your circle of competence. Alright, work within your circle of competence. Enlarge that circle of competence if you want. I'll give you a simple example. Many general surgeons went and learned laparoscopy and became first-class laparoscopic surgeons. They increased their circle of competence by gaining extra knowledge by working another year or so with experts in laparoscopic surgery. But what happened to some others? They tried to learn by trial and error, perforating intestines, cecums, uterus, whatnot, but they never really mastered it. So please remember, enlarge your circle of competence as you go along, because education is a continuous process. Also remember, in your career, do not plant a papaya tree. The papaya tree grows quickly, it yields fruits, and it dies quickly also. That's what will happen to you if you have a shortcut in your practice. Do not compromise your practice. Grow a mango tree. The mango tree takes 5 to 7 years to grow. Grow it with ethics, grow it with care, fertilizer, manure, whatever, look after it. And for the next 50 years, it will yield mangoes for you year after year. So in your practice, in your career, in post-graduation, do not plant a papaya tree, plant a mango tree. And also remember, there will be moments in your career where you will have a split-second decision-making time to choose something of great importance. This is called the amber light of your career. So whenever you go on the traffic, you see a red light, you stop. You see a green light, you go. What about that amber orange light? You time it, right? You say, okay, it's just turning amber, I'll cross. Or it's about to turn red, I will stop. The amber light in your practice often comes when you are offered a post or a higher training, anything in your life, and you may have a window of just one day to take a decision. Remember, that's a very important day, because if you time your amber light correctly, you can zip into the road of success. If you do not, then you will have an accident in your career. Remember the amber light. It will come to you periodically every 5 or 10 years when you have to take major decisions. All this while doing your MBBS, you have had a coach. They coach you. Do this, do that. This is the way it is done, that is the way it is done. But when you do post-graduation, you do not get a coach, you get a mentor. Mentorship is what you should look for. Inspiring professors to whom you can go, look up to, talk, take their advice, and propel your knowledge and propel your career further. And you should always have a growth mindset. Do not have a fixed mindset that, oh, I don't have talent, oh, I don't have the intelligence, oh, I don't have the ability. Not true at all. You have everything. All you need to do is to make sure that you persevere. Even a small success is a step. Encourage yourself to get to the next step. Remember, the French philosopher Voltaire had 4 factors which he said that make a person successful. Voltaire said, 2 things are not in your control. 2 things. Finance and location. Now the finance depends on the stature of your parents, your in-laws, whatever, to give you a good head start in life. Location is important because if you marry and set up in a big city, your prospects improve. In the it's improved. But that doesn't happen in a small city. So these two are not in your control. So what's in your control? What is in your control are just two things: passion and attitude. If you have passion for your subject, you do extremely well. If you have a positive attitude, you do extremely well. And I'll tell you how this works. If you take a subject which you're not interested in, 2 hours of work will make you feel tired. If you take a subject which you love, 15 hours of work in a day and you're still fresh because you love that work. So please remember what Voltaire said: 2 factors are not in your hand, which is finance and location, and 2 factors which are in your hand, which is passion and attitude. Alright, I will close now with just about this. The greatest fear that we live today in, all of us, the greatest fear that we live in is the fear of what other people think of us. All the time, oh, what will he think? What will she think? What will my parents think? What will my friends think? What will my contemporaries think? Do not bother about it. You do what you think is right, because I tell you, opinions change, attitudes change. If a fly falls in a cup of tea, what do? You throw the tea. If the fly falls in a jar of honey or in the jar of desi ghee, what do? You throw out the fly. You don't throw out the honey or the ghee, whereas the tea you throw everything. So attitudes change. People's perceptions change. Somebody who thinks you are great today may think you're not a good fellow after 4 years, and vice versa. So remember, you take the decision which is honest, which is straight, which is philanthropic, which is good for you, good for your family, good for society, and never bother about what people criticize or what people praise. You be like the calm ocean which comes and goes, which absolutely does not bother about what people are doing. And may God bless you all, and be future-ready consultants. Whatever you do it with passion, do it with an attitude, and I'm sure that you'll be extremely successful people in the years to come. Thank you very much.
Enlarge a circle of competence will definitely brighten the path of our graduates. Thank you, sir. Now it's time for the release of yearbook compiled by the graduating batch. I call upon Dr. S.M. Zishan, Editor-in-Chief of the yearbook, to say a few words. I also call upon Chief Coordinators Dr. Nihal Ahmed and Dr. Adila Moidu to accompany Dr. S.M. Zishan.
Dignitaries, faculties, parents and my fellow graduates. I'm immensely honored to have our esteemed chief guest, Dr. P. Chandramohan sir, inaugurate our yearbook, Reflections, a Journey Through the Years. What started out as a simple Google Forms link for all of us to fill has finally turned into this amalgamation of everything that makes our batch. And we couldn't have been more proud of it. Each and every page of this book has been made with a lot of love and effort from all the write-ups of 150 of us, to the designing and unique coloring of each page and the personalized caricatures on the front page. Sleepless nights have been spent to come up with this, and it was all worth it. The purpose of this yearbook is to serve as a priceless treasure trove of all memories we've had of Yenepoya, memories that convey 100 emotions. I hope that when you open it 10 or 20 years down the line, you remember the life you lived here and smile and reflect upon the years that was. I'd like to thank my batchmates and amazing juniors who've poured in their energy, time and love into making this book. I'd also like to thank Dr. Nihal Ahmed and Dr. Adila Moidu, without whom this wouldn't have been possible. Thank you, and happy return. I'd now like to call upon the volunteers to continue with the proceedings.
Combined by graduating
because of your choice and our selection, you are very lucky to have two eminent academicians and doyens in the field of medicine for this historic moment in your life as chief guest and guest of honor, namely Dr. Chandramohan sir and Dr. Yenepoya sir. Both of them are teacher of teachers. Dr. Chandramohan was the teacher of my MBBS and MS course, and he was the teacher of my son's postgraduate course also. All of you have heard the achievement of these two eminent personalities, and it's beyond my scope to describe it again. Dr. Chandramohan sir, rather than the chief guest of today's program, is an integral part of our institution. You know, so many remarkable milestones we achieved during this tenure as the Vice Chancellor, naming few a digitization of the hospital data, time-tested community program, robust clinical teaching system, not less than for all the present remarkable achievement of the Yenepoya Medical College is this touches behind it. Dr. Yenepoya sir, one of the senior most time-tested practitioners in Bangalore and held so many academic and administrative, now running a sophisticated derma care center in Bangalore. Dear graduating doctors, tomorrow onwards you will become free of all your so-called firing from your teachers, unit heads and professors, as well as so-called extension posting put forwarded by the medical superintendent and the principal. I am sure you might have cursed me and your teachers for these attitudes, but you will one day definitely understand the importance of this firing of your teachers when you go to the community to serve the people. The importance of your sincerity, punctuality, regularity of your profession will understand only when you begin to treat the so-called patients, and then only you will definitely understand the pain taken by your teachers for bringing you to the stage. You have graduated from one of the finest institutions of the country under the A+ grade rank accreditation, having world-class infrastructure like simulation lab in our center, cadaveric lab, robotic facilities, world-class research lab, etc. Having 250 MBBS admission, PG courses in more than 20 broad specialties and super specialty PG courses more than 3 subjects. You become this stage by passing 15 subjects in 4.5 years of MBBS and doing internship in more than 21 subjects in the last 1 year. Tomorrow you are going to the field as fully fledged, as I said, preventive, promotive, curative, palliative and holistic care unit of police. To bring all of you to this stage where parents and teachers has taken a lot of efforts and pain, and I advise you should not forget them. We teachers are not expecting anything from you except your love and your remembrance. A great satisfaction and happiness to the teachers is when you are putting us as your teachers. Even though we are considering the practicing medicine is a noble profession, we know that allegation and attacks against the doctors are increasing day by day. For a certain extent, we doctors are responsible for this. One advice to you, only making money should not be only your motto. You should not follow money, and the money has to come behind you. I stop my address by quoting a great statement by a great surgeon, J.B. Murphy, Professor of Surgery of Northwestern University, Chicago. He said, quote, "The patient is the center of the medical universe. The patient is the center of the medical universe, around which all our works revolve, and towards which all efforts trend." Wish all the best, all of your future endeavors. Once again, thanking Chief Guest, Guest of Honor, all staff members and students and parents. I remain. Jai Bharat Mata.
Dr. Ganesh Yesifai, Guest of Honor of today's function.
Proud parents, family members, fellow graduates and juniors, a very good evening to all of you. It really is a great honor to have the opportunity to speak on this momentous occasion of the 19th graduation ceremony of Yenepoya University. First and foremost, I would like to express our sincere thanks to our deans, professors, college and hospital staff, nursing staff, administrative section, and support staff, and most importantly, our proud parents. Thank you. We wouldn't have been standing here if it were not for your hard work and efforts. I still remember the day that I got my joining letter. It was the second round of counseling, and I had almost given up hope. But when the news came, the thing that I recall most vividly was the happiness in my parents' eyes. Coming from a legacy of engineers and businessmen, I was the first doctor in my family, and that too from a name to the university of Muslim. Guys, we began our journey right here in this very auditorium, September 7, 2017. Confused, awkward, scared, but most importantly, amazed at how Yenepoya could incorporate the word Yen in everything. We were ushered into hostels, where we met those people who are now our family, as we made this place our second home. We woke each other up for those 8 AM classes, only to go to the lecture halls and fall asleep there. Sat around cadavers, initially terrified, but later accustomed and respectful of the dead, somehow tolerating a sense of family. We picked ourselves in physiology labs, handled patients' blood in pathology labs, and slowly transitioned into the hospital. But now, we weren't dealing with microscopes and glass lights anymore, but actual patients and patient bystanders who knew all the languages in the world except the ones that we knew. So we started learning new languages and basic phrases to get by. Then came our big bang, COVID-19. We went all the way back home for a long vacation with online classes where we could sleep confidently, knowing that our toppers are answering all the questions. Initially refreshing with Dalgona coffees, online Zoom parties, PUBG. It was only later that the lockdown asserted how much we miss Yenepoya and the people that we lived. So when we were called back, we came with our negative RT-PCR reports and positive mindsets, all set to complete our third year with big blue scrubs and masks on our faces. Then, with the blink of an eye, we entered final year, frantically running around to complete all our subjects and postings, going through several sleepless nights, huddling together for those group studies, and crying out daily, thinking that one day COVID would definitely end, but our portions wouldn't. Finally, in February 2022, we graduated, we completed our final exams with a huge sigh of relief. In the April of the same year, we came back as interns, where now we learned how to correctly print discharge summaries, give references, take consents, and most importantly, begin to care for our patients. As we shifted across various departments in the hospital, we did our 24-hour duties. We brought babies into this world, gave CPR to those who were leaving this world, intubated, catheterized, did our ascitic tappings and lumbar punctures, went to long, far-away places for our rural camps, came back and went into long surgeries in the units. And through all of this, we grew into doctors. From discovering the beautiful specificity of the human body and learning to appreciate the true wonders of it, to learning all the things that could go wrong with this human body, to how to prevent them, treat them, and help cure the patient. From learning how to counsel a grief-stricken patient bystander and take history from them, to act
diagnosing the patient correctly and giving them the right medication. We have accumulated a lot of knowledge and skills here in Yenepoya. But Yenepoya has also actually got as much more. 2 months ago, when I finished my internship and went back home, amongst many congratulations, I remember one uncle's words to me. He told me, "Beta, whatever doctor you become, make sure you're compassionate. And make sure that when a poor patient comes to you, you don't take things from them." I remembered that Yenepoya had already taught me exactly this. How, during our clinical postings, when patient bystanders would get emotional about the patient's hospital bills, our staff would counsel them, comfort them, and then secretly try to gather the money that was required to clear the bills. How our PGs and our staff always made sure that every patient got the cheapest but the most effective drug available in the market. How our senior batches had started Samraksha, a non-profit organization catered for the poorest of the poor, where we collected money through various events in the hospital. Yenepoya had already instilled such values in us. And I hope that as we move forward in our careers, we remember these values as we go ahead. To keep our intentions clean, remember to be empathetic, generous, and always prioritize patient welfare. In between all the paperwork formalities, reference notes, and orders from the senior faculty, we must never forget to talk to and ease the mind of our patient. Never forget the importance of incorporating human touch in our treatment protocols. As the Almighty says in the Quran, in Surah Al-Shar, ayah number 6, "Indeed, with every hardship comes ease." Guys, look all around you. We're all the doctors that we wanted to become 6 years ago. We made it. And that's only because we conquered each and every hardship that came us. We didn't give up. Each and every one of us stayed strong, held our heads high, and charged forward every obstacle. So as we start the next journey as PGs or practitioners, I hope we remember the promise of our Almighty. Remember all those hurdles we jumped across together, and remember that we made it through. Never lose hope, never give up. Here's to the nights that turn into days that turn into months, and friends that turn into family. There is, inshallah, a long battle ahead of us, but tonight, let's gather together in nostalgia and love. We may have had half our MBBS online and half our MBBS offline, but today we stand as proud, complete doctors. On behalf of the batch of 2017, this is Dr. Neha Parveen. I am signing off one last time.
Thank you, Dr. Neha Parveen. The passion and enthusiasm with which the words flowed from you suggest that the name of Yenepoya Medical College will be cherished by all of you. I would now like to call upon Dr. Akshay Gale, Professor, Department of Community Medicine, to propose the vote of thanks.
Good evening, dignitaries on the dais, ladies and gentlemen, parents and graduates. I deem it a great honor and privilege to propose the vote of thanks on this memorable day of 19th graduation day of yours. Let me first start off by giving glory to the Almighty for making today's occasion a resounding success. I would like to thank our Honorable Chancellor, Dr. Yenepoya for his vision, commitment, and all the support. Heartfelt gratitude to our Pro-Chancellor, Dr. Mr. Farhad Yenepoya for his unconditional support in all our endeavors. I would like to also thank the Vice Chancellor, Pro-Vice Chancellor, and Registrar Yenepoya University for their support. I would like to express our deep sense of appreciation to our Chief Guest, Dr. P. Chandramohan, for being with us and sharing his thoughts. Thank you so much.